everyone. Hi. We're drinking tea and we're gonna pull some cards. And I think we have a question today.
We do.
So I think we're gonna ask, what was it, like how we can take better care of ourselves?
Yeah.
Or
well,
how we can love ourselves actively?
Yeah. Because I think that, so something that I've been wrestling with lately, I'm very bad at romancing myself. Because when I'm taking time for myself, I tend to be like, great, this is an opportunity for me to work on this project or escape into this piece of media or these sorts of things, which feel really good, but aren't necessarily taking time to connect to myself and really feel myself. And, when I was asking the question of like what romance looks like, to me, it's a lot of listening and respecting the other person. And if I'm doing that for myself, then I need to learn how to listen to and respect myself. That's kind of what I think I'm bringing to morning ritual this morning, and hopefully that like speaks to. I saw some sames pop up.
Yeah.
So hopefully.
So, how we can romance ourselves intentionally?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
About romancing ourselves. We brought 2 decks. We brought the Extraordinary Oracle because it felt good. And then we brought the Wild Unknown because it felt like it had something to say.
I think of the Wild Unknown. Can I say this? Is
yes.
That okay? The Wild Unknown is the deck that I read from when I feel like I actually just need someone to kind of kick my ass and tell me what I need to do. Yeah. Like the Wild Unknown is my really intense deck. Can we start with this one?
We can. I thought you might say that. Yeah. Do we want to? I guess we'll ask the same question of both decks.
I think so.
And expect the Extraordinary Oracle to be nice to us, and we'll expect the Wild Unknown to tell us what we really need to know.
Won't it be fun if they decide to subvert our expectations? Oh man, this deck feels so good.
I know, the paper is amazing. It's like smooth watercolor paper.
And I feel like my hands are like tingling. Like it's like it's got a lot going on today. Feels really nice. I'm really excited. I'm really excited about this, you guys.
Romancing ourselves.
I can't tell what it is.
Is it I can tell that it's an ordinary object.
Here we go.
Recycling.
I
think it's the recycling card.
We'll find out. It looks like recycling. Recycling bin. Ha! Okay, here we go.
Oh, it's a ring.
Oh.
Okay.
Nice. Recycling bin. Making the same mistake twice. A situation in which you found yourself before. Learn from the lessons you've already learned. Give advice without the expectation that it will be received. Sort this out systematically. Why are you here again? What changes need to be made so that you're not walking the same road in the future?
Also, the succulents are recycling the air, right? That we breathe. So looking at this card and kind of that text as an answer to our question, I see it as a prompt to not even necessarily to do new and different things, but to do the things that we do and to walk through the world with new and different eyes. And to look for new ways to experience and for new... This is like the perfect card for this deck, actually. Just to look for new ways to experience the ordinary reality around us and make it special by seeing it as special.
Yeah. It also makes me think of the fact that, if I had a nickel for every time I sat around and thought, gee, I'm just not doing a very good job of loving myself right now, I'd be really rich. But, I already am really rich in my soul. And the point is that, this isn't a new question. I personally have faced this before. And, if I can go back and think about the times that I felt that and overcome it, then maybe that will offer me insight into how to move forward now.
Also, I think about a new you, and what I mean by that is maybe just a ritual bath, an intentional, not a remaking of yourself, but a redefining of yourself. Just taking a moment to speak out or to write out, to define, who it is that you want to be.
So it says, sort this out systematically. Why are you here again? What changes need to be made so you're not walking the same road in the future? And so, you know, part of this, I think, when you're talking about like taking time to like engage with yourself and I don't know, clean out the gunk that's like in you, that's keeping you from loving yourself as best you can. Like, kind of figuring out what in your life is making you feel challenged in loving yourself, and what parts of you you're like seeing with this like inability to engage with it, like this struggle to dig in, and like really like sorting out the recyclables, you know, like, okay, so this goes in the compost, this goes in the trash, this goes in the recycling, this is useful.
Okay, something, yeah. So I'm hearing I'm seeing in my mind like a little video of all the times that I or the person or people that I love have said things like this thing about me is worthless, or even I am worthless, and like equating it with trash or throwing it away. And it's like, well, what if instead of trash we treated it as recycling or compostables? And, you know, how can we transform the parts of ourselves that we see or process as trash into treasure?
Yeah. Useful building blocks and tools. Cool.
Wow.
This is solid.
Sometimes this is kind of one of my favorite things that can happen with a deck, actually, is like you ask a question and then you pick a card and you're like, how the fuck does recycling relate to self-romancing? And then it's like, well, let's think about it and let's figure it out and figure out how it can relate.
Yeah. And oh man, like the question of like looking at yourself and really like being like, okay, how am I actually valuing these parts of myself? Like, am I viewing these things as just like mundane, disposable bits, or are they useful tools that serve a purpose and can feed new life and new experience and all this stuff? Like, I don't know. I think it's really interesting. Gosh, so good.
That's a lot of information. But we said we were going to let the wild unknown talk.
Oh, and I think we need to. I think we really need to. I think that, like, I got a lot from this card and, like, what it's saying about it, but I think I do need more grounding in some ways, and this deck is really powerful for that. For, like...
Do you want to shuffle a wild unknown, too?
I can, but if you would like to.
I mean, I'm happy to pour tea or shuffle.
Do you feel called to shuffling? Or do you feel like it's something I should do?
I kind of like you shuffling.
All right, then I'm doing it.
Also,
I'm all about it.
It's just like, these are two of the decks that I have with like the nicest paper. Oh my gosh, I mean, the Wild Unknown is... I can't talk enough about how good this paper is. I think it's the same paper as the Moon deck, too. But I'm not sure. It's just... I love it. I love touching and shuffling the Wild Unknown.
Man, and I don't know what's up with your decks, or just if we're just in like the right spot today, but these are like...
Feeling good.
Feeling good. Do you have an emoji that you want?
I'm gonna... The wolf. Okay. 5 of Swords.
Doesn't that just look nice?
I've never pulled this card from this deck before.
I don't know if I have either.
I'm like not even sure if I've ever seen this, but
it like feels...
In my experience, the phrase that I usually associate with the 5 of Swords is victory at any cost. And I put that in quotes also because I don't think that victory at any cost is victory necessarily. I don't know if this is what this is about, but the feeling that I'm getting when I look at this, and if you could show them for a second, that would be good, is I see like all of these swords that we have to protect ourselves turned against us. Not on purpose, but you know, if you wield enough swords, you'll cut yourself in half at some point. And that's what I see here, is this And the worm also is the composter. And the worm is also a variation on the snake, which is like all of sacred feminine wisdom, and also all that torments us, and also it's like the unknown. It's the unknown enemy that encircles the world, but it's also the unknown enemy that rises up from out of yourself. Ooh. Maybe we're supposed to take the swords to that. Let's read about it?
Yeah.
Okay. 5 of Swords?
Yeah. While you're looking it up real quick.
Yeah.
Well, no, I want you to read the thing in the deck first. That's really heavy, though.
Well, yeah, you know. Ritual.
Right.
Keep it light.
Keep it fun. Good morning, everyone. have some real truth with your morning bagels.
Tea and truth.
So, yeah, like, because okay, so with what you're saying, that changes the feeling of what I was thinking and what I felt, because like my impression was like, okay, so we've cut this worm, but the worms do the cool thing where like when you cut the worm, they like heal and regrow and turn into like 2 worms. I think that's the thing that they do.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the whole thing about earthworms, is that if you cut them in half, then they like regrow the parts of themselves that got cut off.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the best news all day.
Right? So the fact that they like regrow, I feel like in context of thinking of the worm as the snake, which is like the thing inside of us that we keep trying to destroy, or that we like, that is like encircling us and snaring
Hydra.
us. Yeah. Yeah. But like maybe that's just a reminder that like the more we try to cut ourselves apart, and the more that we try to like destroy the things inside of us that we ourselves might not love and we ourselves might not view as beautiful, like they don't go away. Like they keep growing back because they're not actually the problem. They're worms, they're composters, they bring us life and joy, and like even if we don't love them, they're vital, and like we can't actually destroy ourselves because it keeps growing back.
I had a little vision. It's so what I'm seeing in my head is yeah, when these things rise up from inside of ourselves that we would move to attack and destroy. Well, one, the instinct to attack and destroy rises up out of the parts of ourselves that we are going to attack and destroy. And so by living into the instinct of attacking and destroying the thing, we're feeding the energy that it lives off of. So if you try to destroy it with violence, it will come back stronger, because that's how humans are, and that's how we're strong and we're resilient, and that includes the parts of ourselves that we don't love. And maybe you can actually tame those parts of yourself with love rather than with swords.
Yeah. Because if you choose to love the worm, and you choose to give it a home and give it a purpose, then it will compost. It will
recycle.
I started a compost in my backyard recently, and it like brings me so much joy to go out there and like put new stuff in and like turn it and smell like that loamy fresh earth smell, and it's like really satisfying to be like nurturing soil in this way. But you know, if you do that with these parts of you that are so easy to lash out against and treat with violence and destruction, if instead you give them a compost pile to work on and like choose to be like, okay, this is a part of me and I'm going to let, this is the wolf. I have this really long story about a spirit animal thing, but yeah, this is this is the wolf. I'll tell the story another time. I think it's too long to include right now, but
I'm as clueless as you guys.
That's okay. I'm sorry. It popped out. It's like a long story, but
that's really interesting though that we asked for the wolf and that relates to a wolf.
That's why I think it's so cool.
I am going to read what the book says in case this speaks to any of you guys, and I suspect we'll find something out of it as well.
I'm so excited.
5 of Swords, self-destruction. I don't know if you see those words right at the top there. Self-destruction. Yet another card of warning. The 5 of Swords depicts the destruction of the self. You'll be lured into another situation or argument you know to avoid. Your selfishness and desire for power will lead you to defeat. Pain and discord will result. If you're fighting the inner parts of yourself, you both lose.
Yep, because if you're just fighting yourself, then you can't win. You know? You can't win. I love this thing. She says, if the snake is fed and loved, it is docile and content. It's like, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I feel
that
so
was a little
good.
something.
I feel like I can shoot lightning bolts out of my hands now. I know I can't, but like, oh my goodness.
That's not the message I expected.
Me neither, dude.
I
was
expecting
expecting
like take a bath.
Yeah.
Go
or like
time with flowers.
Yeah. Like an 8 of like an 8 of cups or something.
Yeah.
Where you're like go like be with yourself
8
and
of
like
cups,
take hermit
or a 4 of cups.
Yeah.
Or a hermit. Or a reverse judgment.
But no. Here's your card about loving yourself. We're gonna give you the 5 of Swords. It's like, yes, wild unknown. We see you, we hear you. You did your thing.
Well, I feel good about that.
Oh my god, I feel so good about it too. Dawn said, don't forget to ground after that message. Because I think that that's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, also, and this is something I sometimes forget. I can be bad about this. Not just grounding myself after receiving a message, but grounding the message in my reality. Because it's very easy for me to do a tarot reading, feel like I have received deep wisdom, and then go on with my day as if nothing happened.
Okay, so we're gonna try to ground this in our lives.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm gonna do as part of morning ritual, because I am brave and vulnerable, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take a minute to name some of the parts of myself that I am trying to destroy, and I'm gonna take a minute to like own that and try to like be more conscious of it. Yeah, here we go. What parts of myself am I currently trying to destroy? I'm trying to destroy the parts of me that embrace relationship with my uniquely chaotic and deep whirlwind of thing. Like, I feel weirdly guilty about it. And
About what?
About how I don't have a tight-knit, localized group of people that I engage with, but I have like a far spread network of people that I see occasionally. Like, I have a lot of fear about that, and about how it, like, what it says about the worth and value of those relationships. And I keep trying to stop myself from connecting with lots of different people in lots of different ways, and like still trying to hold those as sacred. And I need to just like love and embrace that.
Yeah, that's a part of, it really is a part of your strength.
Yeah. But you've heard me. That is something that I keep like, I've really beat myself up about this morning.
I understand also how that could be a scary thing, especially when you see people around you with, just a few very tight-knit relationships. Although I think it's also easy to see things happening around you and infer that there's something different going on from what is going on. And I think that's important to remember, is that you don't know what other people's relationships are or what they've gone through to get there. Something also, and I know that you said you were going to do this, but I feel like I should mention something that I have been kind of resenting within myself, or trying to destroy within myself, seeking to destroy. I think that would be fair to say that I've been seeking to destroy the part of myself that does not have infinite energy, which is actually all of myself.
The part of you that needs rest, the part of you that requires stillness and slowness. Hey!
It feels invalid.
Hasn't that been what we've been getting?
I know. I've been getting
constantly.
From day one on Morning Ritual. We've been getting slow down. It's on my fucking altar. Sorry,
She's getting the card on the altar.
I'm getting the card on the altar. Slow down.
Yeah.
And dude, what's next to the altar on the except you already know. Find your tribe.
These are like our two things that we're like, these are how you love yourself and what we need to do for ourselves to don't kill these parts. Or like whatever, yeah.
You're finding your tribe.
Hi, this is
You're doing fine.
Me. Thanks.
And
working
I'm
on it.
gonna
Yes.
take the rest I need. Oh my god, this would be such. Can we play the party game where you have to guess what's on your head, but with affirmation cards instead of with characters or whatever?
Yes.
I want to play this party game.
I want to play this party game too.
We're gonna play this at my birthday party.
I'm so excited. All right.
I haven't had a birthday party in so long,
but we're gonna do this. It's gonna be good. Okay. Wow, you guys. Oh my goodness. Talk about
coming full circle.
I don't know how to deal with this. I'm blessed and overwhelmed and going to try really hard to nurture and not murder myself. And I feel so thank you. I don't remember who said, but whoever like recommended that we ground ourselves. Like,
it was
this
Dawn.
was
it was
Dawn.
Dawn. Thank you, Dawn.
You're amazing. Thank you. This was
come back anytime.
Yeah. Yeah, always. And thank you, everybody. Thank you. This wouldn't have happened without your magical energy.
Yeah. Y'all are great. I'm also sweating so much down here. It's probably all, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
It's probably all the hot tea that we've been drinking.
You were wearing that poncho earlier too.
I was wearing a poncho earlier. It occurs to me also eating food is a good way to ground.
I'm hungry.
I know, I haven't had breakfast yet.
I haven't either. Let's go eat some breakfast.
Let's eat some breakfast.
This is amazing.
We're gonna ground this into our solid beings by eating some breakfast.
Some food.
Which for me includes chocolate today.
I think it's a great choice.
Okay, I love you guys so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Like, I know I get messages from you guys all the time, like, thanking me for holding the space for you, but really I feel like y'all are holding the space for me.
I feel that way.
So
every time I'm here, I'm just like,
I hope that it's actually evenly mutual. I know, and that we're, and that we're all, like, getting good stuff out of this and out of being here. But thank you all so much for holding the space for my self-examination and for my growth and for allowing me to share that with you guys in this way and for being a part of this conversation. You really are a part of this conversation.
But like, it's been such a good conversation.
That you say
it's been so good.
Are so valuable to me, and I so value that we even like have the capacity to interact like this. And that you guys have the comments to speak back to us, and I'm so glad that you come here and do this with me.
It's fun
because I really feel that morning rituals with friends are the best morning rituals. It's fun like therapy is fun.
Fun like therapy is fun. Exactly. Okay.
I love you guys.
Goodbye, friends.
Have a beautiful, magical day, and we will see you later.
Thank you guys so much for watching and for joining me on this journey. If you did enjoy this video, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Please also let me know in the comments below what you thought and stick around for more. Turn on the notifications bell if you want to make sure that you know when I post my next video. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and check out the links below. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye!